Hey, this is Matt once again, and welcome everyone out there who decides to stop by in the chat. Hope you're having a good Wednesday night. DJ, Marcus, Michael, first three names I see. Hope you're doing well. And Michael, in case you're wondering, well, actually, it says there's no viewers. So, well, no, it went from 0 to 7. I don't know. Guess maybe YouTube takes a while for it to catch up. But Favorite Friday 13 poster would be Part 7, The New Blood. I love the river blood at the bottom, the knife in the middle, Jason on one side, the wannabe Carrie on the other side. Hey, Derek, Jackie, hello everyone. Hope everyone's doing all right tonight. Lucas, hello there. Hey, John, how you doing, man? Hope you're doing well. Hope everything's going at least a little bit better. Mr. John Wilson, the flawed one. Hope you're doing well. Hey there, Caleb. Hey there, Alter Ego. As I'm trying to set something up the phone screen there. There we go. Darmel Spider. I don't know what the worst movie of the year so far. I'll wait until the year's over until I mention that. Yeah, I'll wait until the year's over to talk about worst films of the year. So we can wait a couple months. Hey, bro, Stipe. Hope you're doing well, man. Hello there, Jedi. John, doing okay. Could be better, could be worse, like everybody else. So just taking it day by day, like everybody else. Uh-oh, Jedi, what did you do now? What did you do now? What did you do now? Um, I did watch Guardians of the Galaxy 3 recently, and that was a paid request. So that'll be coming up soon. Will Shoutouts make money? I mean, they're made for pretty low budget, so all they need is a pretty good weekend, and then they've made the money they need. SNL, I didn't watch much of SNL compared to other people, so I like David Bowie. I don't have a favorite song though. Kevin, hello there. So yeah, apparently in the movie news, there's a you're a Disney employee, but not a Disney fanboy. I don't blame you, John. I don't blame you at all. Hello there, Bobby. Hope you're doing well. You were talking about Ahsoka episode 5. Didn't see it, so I don't know what's going on with it. Hey there, Preminator. Dune Part 2 got delayed to 2024. Cool. I don't care because I don't like the first one. So I don't care about Part 2. Thank you, Darmel Spire. Thank you for the kind words. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. I appreciate that. Always appreciate the kind words. I don't have a cheap meal. October is just any other month, so what happened to movie news? There's nothing in the movie news. What am I supposed to talk about? What movie news is there? Movies are delayed, movies are pushed back, strikes are still going on. What movie news is there supposed to be talked about? Hey there, Joshua. Wolf Arrow #1, hello there. You like Sleepy Hollow? Good. Good. It's a good movie. One of Tim Burton's better movies. Probably would be in my top 5. Yeah, it would be in my top 5 Tim Burton films. Sleepy Hollow's a good one. Didn't see it in the theater, saw it at home, probably on DVD. No problem, Derek. You're welcome. Oh, well, thank you, Caleb. Wow, first super chat. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. Hi, Matt, and everyone. I hope everyone's having a fantastic night. Matt, what are your thoughts on Bill Murray and Dan Aykroyd and their movies? Hey there, Johnny. Hope you're doing well. Bill Murray, great comedian, one of my favorite comedians. Seems like a piece of crap human being. Not a fan of the person, but I love his movies. I love Stripes. I love Ghostbusters. Ghostbusters 2 is underrated. I love Groundhog Day. I love Scrooged. Stop the goddamn hammering. I even like Larger Than Life instead of the lesser ones. So I like a lot of Bill Murray films. But as a person, just his behavior, dumping little kids into trash cans, uh, treating Harold Ramis like a piece of shit, which he didn't deserve because Bill Murray being butthurt. Just this incessant behavior that he got away with for so long until I guess eventually caught up with him because wasn't there a movie he got fired from recently or something like that happened? So you do that crappy behavior. I know Richard Dreyfuss hated working with him. Richard Dreyfuss hated working with him because apparently Bill Murray would like throw stuff at him or antagonize him on purpose to be in character or something. But hey, everyone in the chat, country shape, and everybody else. But yeah, Bill Murray, love his movies, but seems like a really piece of crap human being. Dan Aykroyd, you don't really hear any bad things about him. Seems like a nice guy. Uh, I don't like him as much as Bill Murray in terms of a comedian, but I've liked some of his stuff. He's great in Ghostbusters 1 and 2. Even better roles. I liked him in Evolution. What else is there? There's Spies Like Us was okay. I actually didn't like Nothing But Trouble. A lot of people don't like that film. I actually think that film's pretty underrated. Never tried his vodka, but I'm not an alcohol guy. So again, I would say I like Bill Murray more, but Dan Aykroyd seems like a better person. Coneheads was okay, so okay. I don't love Coneheads, but it was all right. I don't love it like some people do, but it was all right. But yeah, those are some of my thoughts. So thank you, man. I appreciate that, Caleb. Thank you so much. Hey, Winter Flowers. Hope you're doing well. Marcus just writes the great outdoors. What about it? Is that a question or I don't know? Uh, I didn't see Beowulf with Christopher Lambert. Angry Birds movie song. Don't know what it is. Prince of Egypt. It was all right. Haunted Mansion. Sut. Ghost of Darkness. I reviewed that about a month ago. Kyle, I wish good luck to your grandpa. Wish your grandpa the best and health. The Cottage doesn't ring a bell. Either I saw it, I don't remember a thing about it. But worst Tim Burton film, Planet of the Apes. Less Than Jake, Rock Band. I've never heard of that. Haunted Mansion 2023. Never even seen the trailer for it. I have zero interest. Worst Seth Rogen movie, Mutant Mayhem. SCP Foundation. I've heard of the game SCP Containment Breach. I know people like Markiplier played that game way back in the day. DG, I'm doing okay. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing all right. Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, I remember nothing about it. Dan Aykroyd's Paranormal Show, never saw it. Worst Hubert movie, Barry Lyndon. Russell Brand, know nothing about him as a person. Cast a Deadly Spell, didn't see it. Didn't see Expendables 4, did not get requested it. Do you like the original Planet of the Apes? It's alright, but it's not a favorite of mine. Worst scene Spider-Man Lotus, the entire movie. Where did Donatello rank as far as what? Mega Man Legends, never played it. Worst Jim Carrey movie, Dumb and Dumber 2. The Whale, haven't seen it. Donatello, I guess, probably my third favorite of the four, behind Raph and Mikey. Man on the Moon, it was all right. Independence Day for PlayStation 1, never played it. Favorite Dumb and Dumber actor other than Jim Carrey and Jeff Daniels? I guess Mike Starr. Favorite Will Ferrell film? Well, I did a top 10 favorite Will Ferrell movie video. Just check that out. Oh, thank you, Lucas. I appreciate that, man. Appreciate the super chat, man. Believe me, every penny helps. Which Ninja Turtle has the best weapon and why? The best weapon? I mean, most would say the sword, because the sword has a good length to it, good distance to it, especially if you sharpen it up, it could do a lot of damage. So I think most people would say that the sword is easily the best weapon to have. And of course, the leader has that. So I think most would say the sword. My favorite weapon, though, is the nunchucks, especially from watching how Bruce Lee uses it. And the fact that rarely anyone uses it anymore except one decent scene in a shitty John Wick movie. But personal favorite would be the nunchucks, but the quote best weapon would be the sword. Again, it's very sharp. It could be very deadly, has distance, slice arms, legs, heads off, all the above. And thank you, Bobby. I appreciate that, man. You know what's something? Some TV channels like PBS, PBS Kids still use practical effects for the live action, while some channels still use CGI. Hey there, Josh, everyone. Hope you guys doing well. To be honest, I don't watch PBS or PBS Kids, so I don't know anything about that. But I mean, PBS is public broadcasting, so they probably don't have the budget to try to do CGI. So actually, it'd be a good benefit that they're using puppets, puppetry, or practical effects. Maybe because it's just cheaper to have that type of thing on set to interact with a child, interact with a kid, because a little kid, they're not going to know the difference. And it's, just something for them to physically interact with and imagine and just play along with, which is perfectly fine with me. And it still has more charm to it than if it was just some bad, lame CGI effect. So, but yeah, I haven't watched PBS in decades, so I don't know what all they have on there, but good on them. Good on them. Good for them. I did see the other day that apparently there's some Texas Adventure pictures online, and they look like, I don't like Trauma. I do not like the Texas Avenger, but the fact that I look at these pictures, I'm like, I'm not even a fan, and this looks like crap. Peter Dinklage in a tutu, because the original had a tutu. Elijah Wood playing some weirdo character. As if the world needed the Toxic Avenger remake, right? So, go figure. Oh my god, man. Go figure. Patrick Wilson, don't mind him as an actor. What weapon did Venus have? I don't remember. Magic? I don't remember. Hellboy live action? Hopefully not anytime soon. Will Eddie Murphy make another good comedy? Probably not. Fuck Guardian Galaxy 3. Wasn't that good. Pro Wrestler vs. Zombies, that was pretty bad, especially with the whoops. Absolutely impressive. Especially for the bad audio on the film. I don't remember the Insidious films. I can't answer. Eat the Cat, didn't watch. Will Adam Sandler make another good comedy? Probably not. Because I can't remember the last time he made a good one. Conjuring films, I like the first two. Third one, not so much. Third one was lame. You expect better from Elijah Wood? Well, I mean, it's not like Elijah Wood's getting a lot of A offers. Dream Scenario. Yeah, it looks interesting, but it's A24, so I have little hope. Cat from Outer Space, nope. Don't know anything about it. Annabelle movies, never saw them. Firestorm sucks. Did never watch the Toxic Avenger cartoon. Shirts that make you feel like a bodybuilder? None. What else was going on in the news? I'm trying to think of stuff. They said there's not much going on in the world of today. There's not much stuff going on. Fox Kids magazine? No, I didn't remember a magazine. Trying to click on the thing. Hey there, Lord Cosmo. I mean, sure, Premonitor, but I still like the film. No problem, John. Thank you for the kind words. Hey there, Samuel. On the Chipmunks movies. They are what they are. It's not films I really rewatch much. I didn't grow up with Alvin the Chipmunks that much anyway, so whatever. Josh, I play him on this emulator, which has hundreds of Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Genesis, and more games on it. Thanks, Lucas. I don't watch AEW, so I don't know. Coach Carter didn't see. Don't really care to see. Aquaman 2, I don't give a shit about Aquaman 2. Who cares about Aquaman 2? Who cares? Gives a shit. Hey, John, the Zero Cool, how you doing tonight, man? How's it going? Emma Roberts, I know nothing about that. LA Knight, never seen a match from him. I don't watch wrestling anymore. Do not watch wrestling anymore, so don't bother with the wrestling questions, folks, because I do not watch wrestling. Haven't watched them in years. Do not give a shit about wrestling nowadays. I do not care. That's cool that you rewatched Men in Black. Still a fun movie. Wrestling is probably staged. Well, I mean, it's always been that way. I wish I was in the 80s again. Yes, I do. I think most people do. That's why they keep rehashing the 80s and movies and entertainment and media today, because they wish it was that way too. Never saw the Men in Black cartoon. No Catch for Old Men, not my cup of tea. Samuel, I would choose Independence Day. There, you don't want to be in the 70s again. Like, do people not remember how it was in the 70s? Like, civil unrest and Vietnam War and all that stuff. You don't want to be in the 70s again. You want to be in the 80s or 90s. Ah, okay. So Fadi requested that to John. Zero cool. Well, this Fadi didn't like my reviews. Does request anything from me ever again. I'm just messing with. I'm just having fun. Worst 2000s comedy. I don't remember. Most underrated Michael Keaton performance. Uh, trying to think of the movie now. Um, I can't remember what the movie was called. There's the one he did right before Beetlejuice, where he was the drug addict, clean and sober, clean and sober. Neither Perry fan. Ashton Kutcher, Mila Kunis. I don't know anything about that, man. I don't really care either. Not Fadi. I was just messing. I was just messing with you. I was just messing with you. It was a joke. Hey, Bobby. Hope you're doing well. Thank you so much, man. Well, if you bought a DVD that said Hard Target on the cover and you put in Alien 3 disguised as Hard Target, well, I already have the film, so I have no reason to buy a DVD of Hard Target. So I have no reason to buy it. So I already have the film. Um, and if it was that, I would just throw it in the garbage and throw it. Yeah, I would just throw it in the garbage if that's the case. Because what else am I going to do with it? Alien 3 belongs in the garbage. What microphone do I use? This is just on the phone, and when I do reviews, just whatever's on the camcorder. The Dream Team, it's okay. Best Linda Cardellini film, I don't know. Best Cameron Diaz film, it's not really because of her, but I guess any given Sunday. Twerking, I don't give a shit about twerking. I like Chronicle. I don't think it's overrated. Do I think Tremors 2 is boring? No. I mean, you've seen my review, Lucas. You already know the answer to that, so you could tell her yourself. It's like you've seen the reviews I've done on Tremors 2. You definitely know about my thoughts on the film. Samuel, The Fifth Element, I would choose. Barbarella, probably saw once. I don't remember a thing about it. Favorite war film? Um, maybe Hamburger Hill or Full Metal Jacket. Oh yeah, I've heard about that. I listen to Jim Cornette a lot, even though I don't watch wrestling. I like to listen to his stuff, and yeah, apparently that podcast one screwed over a lot of people. Big surprise. A lot of those bigger companies try to find a way to screw people up. Now, Lucas, nothing to be sorry about. I like Platoon. Computer blue light glasses. What is that? I don't even know what you typed. I like the cable guy. Yeah. Kevin, I reviewed Spider-Man Lotus on the channel like a few weeks ago. Saw a clip on Instagram where a guy interviews drunk girls and all of them say they cheat on their man. Some said with their brother. With their brother? I mean, if it's with their own brother, they have more issues than cheating. It's called incest. Do you think the cable guy came across as a loose parody of Fatal Attraction? I think that was the idea from the start. Mr. Beast cameo. I don't give a shit about Mr. Beast. I don't care if he has a cameo. I don't watch Mr. Beast. I don't give a shit. R-rated Optimus Prime. Why does that have to be R-rated? They're robots. Robots shoot other robots. You don't see blood because it's robots. Bug, it's okay of a film. Russell Crowe, he's not a bad actor. Least favorite Van Damme movie you still enjoy? Least favorite, but you still sort of enjoy. I don't know. I don't know. Are you tired of live action Spider-Man films? Yes, I think I don't know why more people aren't. Doppelganger didn't see. Grandma's Boy deserves a 4K. Why? I don't mind the film, but no, why would you need one? Never seen the Sonic fan film. Probably has awful effects. Didn't know there was a Chronicle 2 being made. If so, it's way too late. It's way too late to do it. What if Mr. Beast donated $1 million to you? Then I would care, but that ain't happening because I live in the real world, so I don't care. Sure, if anybody donated me $1 million, I would give somewhat of a fuck, but that ain't gonna have happened, so it don't matter. So thus, my point still stands. I don't care about Mr. Beast. Unless somehow for some reason he wants to give me $1 million, then I'll sit up and take notice. But that ain't never gonna happen. So I don't think I'm gonna have to worry about that. Favorite Harry Potter creature? I don't have a favorite. Favorite directed TV movie? Duel's a good one. That was a TV movie. What's my deal with this Mr. Beast? I have no deal. It's just I don't watch his stuff, so I don't care. Beast Below, never heard of it. Favorite food? Pizza. Favorite remake besides Starface, The Blob, The Fly, Hills of Eyes? The Thing. John Carver's The Thing. AVGN's TMNT3 rant. I remember from back in the day, he had a lot of good points on it. Tracy Lords. Don't really care one way or another. Yeah, I don't really care one way or another about Italian horror. Depends. I didn't grow up much with it. Deep Red's a good one. Well, Billy Zabka, don't mind him. He could play those type of roles like in The Cry Kid fairly well. Day of the Animals, never saw. Jack Nicholson's like almost 90 or so. I think he's fine just being retired, and he deserves it. The guy worked his butt off and gave a lot of great performances. A Taichi fan, I just said I wasn't into No Country for Old Men. I just said that. Opera, I didn't watch the film. Megatron fan film, why? Jack Nicholson's 86 years old, where he's going to be 90. That's cool, Taichi fan. That's cool. I probably didn't say it loud enough, so no worries. Do you like the Abyss Special Edition? I prefer the theatrical cut. The Lazarus Effect movie, what about it, Gary? I reviewed the film. What do you buy at Halloween stores? I never go into Halloween stores, so I don't buy anything. Blue Steel Blu-ray? I'll pass. I don't mind the film, but I don't need it on Blu-ray. Favorite Joker? Jack Nicholson. Eastward of Spielberg. I guess a lot more Spielberg directed movies. Indiana Jones films, Jaws, Star Wars despecialized. What I've seen them, he did a really good job. Robert Wadlow, don't know who that is. Royal Flush, hello there. Jack Nicholson has had quite the film career. Yes, he has. A lot of good performances. Very definitely one of the better actors. Highly agree with that. Johnny, I would choose Harrison Ford. Anchor Bay Entertainment. Been a long time since I've looked into any. I mean, back in the day, I remember them releasing Evil Dead 2 and other stuff that I did pick up on VHS back in the day. Oh, thank you, Opinionated Junkie. I appreciate it, man. Believe me, every penny helps. Thoughts on a writer's strike? Doesn't affect me. Does that affect me? Does it affect my life? Does it affect my livelihood? Does it affect me personally? So I don't really care. Sorry to the people of the crews that get affected by it. Hopefully they'll get jobs somewhere at hotels, motels, or wherever the hell they do on their. Hopefully movies are not just their bread and butter. Otherwise, they gotta find another job. And it's not their fault. But again, it doesn't affect me. So I don't really care. Same with the actor strike. I really don't give a shit, and I do not give a flying fuck. Because again, it does not affect me. It doesn't affect my life, and they don't care about you. Hey, Rich, hope you're doing well. It's funny, I get this question. Rich is a writer himself, so hopefully he doesn't take offense when I say it's hard for me to care about the writer strike, but I'm sure it affects him as well. I'm a writer and I hate this writer strike. What I mean by is it just doesn't affect me, my livelihood. Like it has nothing to do with me, if that makes sense. So what am I going to do about it? Doesn't affect me at all. So there you go. And Bobby says Robert Wadlow is the tallest man that ever lived. He was 8'11", and Sally passed away at the age of 22. Well, 8'11". Jesus. Well, I mean, Sally, that's what happens when people are that tall. Their heart gets bigger, and then it's trying to pump so much blood it can't maintain. So a lot of people sadly die early unless, what was it, the Big Show? He had to have some type of surgery to stop some stuff, and that was why he was able to live longer. But like Andre the Giant did not live long in this world. And wasn't that a plot point? And what was that movie, My Giant? The one with Billy Crystal? Was it George Mirasan? I think he was like a basketball player or something. But it's like, oh, I hired this guy. He's going to be in this Steven Seagal movie. That's one thing I remember about that. But I think in that film, that character had like heart problems, and that's why he had to go back home. And Sally, that's what happened. Unless you get, I don't know if anyone can get that surgery, but that's Sally said that has to happen. There's again a lot of heart failure happens. Damn it. Hey, Rat Hammer, thank you so much, man. Sir David Attenborough, brother Richard Attenborough from Hammond from Jurassic Park, is 97 years old and still take. So, okay, Richard Attenborough's brother is 97 years old and taking expeditions into the Amazon rainforest. Okay, I mean, I'm not 97 and I'm like, I'm not going to the goddamn rainforest. There's going to be spiders bigger than my head. There's going to be snakes bigger than my dick. There's going to be probably cannibals doing some holocausting and some turtles being killed in front of my face, and I don't want it. And they don't make me eat it. I don't want to go to the Amazon rainforest when I'm 97, or I'm 47, or I'm 27, or when I was 27. So maybe he's like, fuck it. I probably only have a year or two left. Fuck if they can't take a joke. I'm going to enjoy myself, and there you go. So, hey, wish him the best of luck, man. Just don't get killed. Don't get killed. Don't be a cannibal holocaust. And Rich says, "An offense taken." I'm sorry you took offense to that, Rich. Sorry about that. Oh, Dead Pill, I didn't see you guys. Sup, Matt? Since there's another Vendor Syndrome drop tomorrow night and there's a 10-disc box set being announced, what's the best case scenario set we could be getting? It's Vendor Syndrome. Hey, Omega Bear. It's Vendor Syndrome and it's a 10-disc set. It's Vendor Syndrome. It's a 10-disc set? No problem, Rich. It's no problem, man. 10-disc set of Vendor Syndrome. 10-disc. What was the last 3 box sets they came out with? The Wolf Creepy Kentucky is here as well. You followed over here too. How's it going, man? You followed over here. It can't escape the wolf. It's gonna be something lame and shitty. It's not gonna be good. I mean, a 10-disc set. It's probably gonna be some. Okay, I'm gonna look up Vendor Syndrome box set. And what are their past box sets? Because you learn from the past of what the future will be, right? You learn from the past. Attila the Finster, I reviewed the Maid too. The Cardona Collection Volume 2, Homegrown Horrors Volume 2, Forgotten Giallo Volume 5. So it's going to be something in that vein. Movies you never heard of. Maybe a film company you never heard of, or some Vinegar Syndrome, the Blu-ray company. I mean, these are the stuff you've had. I daren't. They did a Carduna Collection 2, Rudy Ray Moore set. Rudy Ray Moore. It's going to be something that's going to be disappointing, and it's going to suck, and it's not going to be anything you thought was good, and people will still pay like $500 for it. That's what's going to be. I have no idea what it could be. Like, what would be a 10-disc set? So it's going to be some director you never heard of, or some Italian thing. I don't know what the hell it would be. 10-disc. How many films have Neil Breen done? Has Neil Breen done 10 movies? Yeah, I don't think he's done 10 movies. That would be hilarious. There's the Neil Breen set. That'd be fucking hilarious. Has he? Well, Double Down, Faithful Findings, Pass Through, Twisted Prayer. He hasn't done 10. That would be fucking hilarious. It won't be. He hasn't made 10 films, thankfully, yet. But no, I have no idea what it could be. Emmanuel Films. Well, it was like the first batch of like Witchcraft films. There's been more than 10, but it's like Witchcraft Volume 1. And here's the first 10 Witchcraft movies. Okay, that'll be my prediction. That's my prediction. Witchcraft. Because how many movies do they have? Witchcraft Volume 1. I'll put that as my prediction. There's 16 of these movies. The first 9 from Trauma. And maybe like one's like a bonus disc. At least it says here Trauma. 1 through 9 production company, Trauma. There hasn't been 10 Howling films. There's been 1 through 7, and then there's Howling Reborn, so there's been 8 movies. And Children of the Corn. Well, I mean, it's 10 discs doesn't mean it's 10 movies, I guess, to be fair. I mean, I guess technically there's been 9 movies. So that's my prediction, Witchcraft. My prediction is the Witchcraft films. Not Witchcraft, Witchcraft. That's my prediction. Witchcraft was a successful direct-to-video market, whereas erotica mixed in with a little bit of horror, and there's a shitload of them. And that's okay. Let me ask you a question. For those who know Vinegar Syndrome, which film do you think they more likely would release? Children of the Corn or an erotica craft fest like Witchcraft? Let me ask you a sincere question. For those who know Vinegar Syndrome, which do you think is the better bet if you had to put money on it? It's probably neither. It'll be something you don't know anything about and you've never heard of. My truth guess is something you've never heard of, and you're going to go, what the fuck is that? And that's going to be reaction. What the fuck is that? What is this? What the hell is this about? It's going to be something you never heard of. But they would more likely release Witchcraft than Children of the Corn. Yeah, I know they did Roadhouse, but for 10 movies, it's going to be something cheap. Vinegar Syndrome really goes for niche cult stuff. That's what I'm saying. Witchcraft. They did erotica stuff. It had 16 movies. They just go, here's volume 1. They'll do a volume 2 because you need the whole set. But yeah, it's probably going to be 10 film. Well, 10 discs does not mean 10 films. Because it could be like 1 or 2 bonus discs as well. Or does the 10 disc being Blu-ray and 4K, is that added together? Like 2 4K and then, or 3 4K, then the others are Blu-rays. Witchcraft, look it up. There were 16 movies. It was pretty much softcore porn, but with horror elements. That sounds like Vinegar Syndrome. So I don't. It's going to be stuff you never heard of. You never heard of it. One has to go. Good Vibrations or Mark's acting. Uh, Good Vibrations because at least Mark Wahlberg. Actually Mark's acting because the films I liked, someone else could have been in. The Big Hit with Lou Diamond Phillips. Hell, made Lou Diamond Phillips the lead in The Big Hit. There you go. So Mark's acting. Thank you, Opinionated Junkie. I appreciate that. I think Deadpan left. Maybe he heard me say Witchcraft and is like, no, and he's in the mirror streaming. No! Thank you, Brian. I appreciate it. Most of the Chiller Corn films are shitty. To be honest, I haven't seen the last 5 or so of them, except maybe that 2009 remake. Amityville Horror, well, they've done the first one, and then they've done sets with like some of the sequels. I think they've done one on like one with 3 of them, another with another 3 of them. Do I ever eat deer meat? Nope. Last Detail, good Jack Nicholson movie. No problem. Witchcraft is a solid pick, actually. Nah, just playing. But yeah, I mean, that'd be my 2 choices. A, you've never heard of it before, and it's going to be the blank collection, and they're going to go, who the hell is that? They could include some of them 2 on each disc, could be all 16 films. Have they done that? Where they put 2 movies on 1 disc before? Has Vinegar Syndrome ever done that on a franchise? I'm not a con. I have a couple of Vinegar Syndrome. I have like 5. But I'm looking here. I have Rad, All American Murder, Ticks, Silent Madness. So I have a couple more than that. Blood Hook. So I have more than 5. I probably have 7, 8 of them. But okay, have they I haven't seen Witchcraft. I just know of them. Your Blockbuster had like 8 of the Witchcraft films. I mean, have those films ever been released? Tips I like for I'm a sucker for those creature feature films. Could be a collection of movies from a director we never heard of. The Bubsy McMillan box. There you go. Bubsy. Yeah, they released pictures on the tops of the Avenger reboots. It looks like shit. You have a Fame Mellow Yellow logo. I like the older one better. I mean, at least this looks better than when it had the stupid camouflage stuff on it. That looked like I'm going to be hunting deer with my Mellow Yellow. But I prefer the old one. Oh, thank you, Bobby. I appreciate it, man. Coach Drade Douchey is like a bodybuilder version of Fabio from the way he talks, and he's talking about healthy stuff and exercising. Coach Drade Douchenet. Okay. I mean, I'm proud of him. I wish him the best. I still don't know who that is, and I don't really care about bodybuilding. But hey, wish him the best, man. Oh, thank you, Chuck Flea. Ice Cube Janky Promoters is a recommend review. Chuck Flea, I passed because I thought that was an awful movie. I've seen bits and pieces of that. That was pretty awful. Not for me, not my cup of tea, Chuck Flea, but I appreciate it. Love the teeth. What can I buy them off you? But thank you, man. I appreciate that. Janky Promoters. The title kind of gives away what kind of movie it is. It's not high grade. Patrick, I used to live in the Midwest. Well, Chuck Flea, I just do paid requests, and uh, there you go. Just do paid requests right now. Do I like Jade by William Friedkin? Yes, I do. They're doing a reboot of Touched Avenger. Are you surprised? Lucas Green, a decent amount. I mean, I would Lucas Green. How about this? I would like to hear the offer if someone wanted me to do that. I'd love to hear what the offer was, and we can hear about it. Yeah, the 2000 Bell Yellow Can. I like that one. I missed that one. I did like that one. Worst Highlander film, The Source. Sprite or 7 Up? I would choose 7 Up. Elijah Wood looks like the Penguin. Yeah, he looks like the son of the Penguin from Batman Returns. The movie looks like garbage, but big surprise. Omega Bear, it just depends. I mean, it depends on how long the film is. For example, if the film is 3 hours long, then that's a bit different than if the movie's like 80 minutes long. Like, okay, if it was Something Party Master, which is only an hour and 12 minutes long, that's different than if it was like Oppenheimer, which is like 3 hours long. So there's a little bit of a difference. Most people wear glasses to help them see. No kidding. That was to help them hear better. I'm not big on the I'm the 2012 Ninja Turtle cartoon. I'm not really big on it. Oh, that's why you said that. Okay, Movie Maze, I apologize. I get where you're coming from. You're reacting to what this person said. Why do you wear glasses? Okay, Movie Maze. I didn't see the other comment. Yeah, I get what you were saying now. I guess I never assumed someone would ask that question. But Movie Maze, I apologize because I did not know someone would ask that question. Why do you wear glasses? So I could hear better. This helps my hearing better. People say I should use hearing aids, but fuck that. I'm gonna wear glasses to hear better. Bobby, not yet, but that is a reaction I will be doing soon. It's not gonna be PM Entertainment Films. That'd be too good of a thing. If it was PM Entertainment Films, I might have to hop in on it, but it won't be. Hellraiser has 10 movies. Hellraiser's too big of a franchise for Vinegar Syndrome to get. It's one thing to get one film like Roadhouse, but all 10 of them and Hellraiser 1, 2, and 3. Vinegar Syndrome doesn't have that clout yet, if ever. It's going to be something you never heard of, or it's going to be Witchcraft. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, it's going to be something you don't. You're like, what the hell is that? Because it always is. 9.95 out of 10 times is going to be something you go, what the hell is that? Am I wrong? 9.95 out of 10 times is going to be disappointment. Just look at the statistics. I don't care about the new season of Chucky. I didn't finish the other ones. Contact lenses, I don't want that near my eyes. Blood-sucking ferals in Pittsburgh, never seen that one. Favorite Christopher Nolan movie, Inception. Yeah, I know. Five Nights at Freddy's, less than 2 hours. Yeah, I know. Midnight Entertainment. Well, I mean, that would make more sense. Taylor Princess, Cockamamie, never heard of it. I barely remember the Herbie movies. Oh, whoops. Victor, hello there. How you doing, Victor? So the guys at Dip, how are you guys doing? Are you guys going to it can have 10 discs and have more than 10 movies? Barbosa, I will bet you money it is not the Hellraiser films. I will bet you money it's not the Hellraiser films. Idea is going to be stuff you've never heard of before. What do you think of John Boyega in a Star Wars interview? I don't know. I didn't see it. Do you like Lon John Silver's chicken? Sure. Tastes good. Was Child's favorite retcon went back to horror? They did that with the remake and it flopped. So there you go. Do you like Freddy's Dead the Final Nightmare? Yeah, I have fun with it. There already is a Star Crystal Blu-ray that came out years ago. Wasn't Veteran Syndrome, but there's already a Star Crystal Blu-ray. So someone already beat you to it. On the Hellraiser films on Blu-ray, sure, but are they on all? Are the sequels on 4K? You think they would bring time travel in the Star Wars, Predator, and Alien franchises? I don't give a shit what they do. I just want them to stop making movies. Taco Bueno? Never heard of it. Book of the Dead? Game? Never heard of that. The old Blockbuster makes a comeback. Video stores are dead. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but they died a while ago. It's all streaming now. How many mil yellow do you require? 24 pack? I'm not sure what you mean. Like, how many for what? DVD or Blu-ray? I like both. Expendables 4 probably will be worse than the third one. Why would you be surprised if it was the worst? It's usually the case. They make another one just to make it worse than the previous one. The last blockbuster in Oregon? Well, Mark Hamill became some woke weirdo, so I don't know what to tell you about Mark Hamill. But he just became some weird woke weirdo out of the blue. It's too bad. Mummy cartoon I never saw. Their Spindles 4 blood looks like ketchup. Snow White remake being canceled. Is it canceled or not? I thought Leia kissed Luke. Whatever. So he's gay or kissed his twin sister. Whatever. Aliens Dark Descent, don't know much about it. And yeah, Mark Hamill. All I know is Mark Hamill became a weirdo. A woke weirdo is too bad. And apparently that guy who was the bad guy in Creed 3, you know, that had all this stuff said about him, and he was what was the guy's name? He was Kane in Ant-Man 3. He was accused of all this stuff. Apparently there's video evidence that he was innocent. Apparently there's video evidence that he was actually innocent. So if that's the case, then he better be suing a shitload of people. Yeah, Jonathan Majors. Because apparently there's video evidence going that when he passed by her, that he did all this stuff, and instead all he did was just look and walk away. And there's video evidence, so the lady lied. So go figure. Oh, hey, Civil Wings. Hope you're doing well, man. Hope you're doing well, sir. But yeah, that's the thing with the Jonathan Majors, the guy who was in Creed 3. Like, I didn't remember they said, oh, this lady did all this stuff. Apparently, there's new video evidence that he didn't assault. In fact, he just walked on by and all he did was look at her. So apparently, if you look at someone, then that means you're assaulting them. I don't know. The Russell Brand stuff, I don't know what's going on with that. Walt Creepy, I love the username. Because a friend of mine, his name is Creepy Kentucky, and this is like a parody account. Leave Mark Hamill, not Hamill. Hamile. No, he/him is on the right side of her dash story. Her story. Shit. Not history. That'll be the new thing. Her story. Oh, cool. I will be watching the True Lies. I'll be on for like another hour. Because usually I make these about 2 hours. Not too long. Did James Cameron finally get True Lies out on Blu-ray? No. But they've been saying a True Lies Blu-ray for like 10 years, so I'm not going to buy it. I mean, I'm unless it's actually out there on fucking Amazon to buy, I won't believe it until it actually comes out. So, True Lies deserves a Blu-ray, so does The Abyss, but I've heard now it's not James Cameron, it's just who owns it? Fox. Who owns Fox? Disney. Do you think Disney's gun-ho to release these films on Blu-ray? 4K, whatever. Again, who owns True Lies in the Abyss now? Disney. They'll probably release it on their Hulu thing, but as a physical release, maybe one day, but when that day will be, fuck if I know. Your guess is as good as mine. You tell me when True Lies in the Abyss get a Blu-ray, 4K, whatever the case may be. Avatar 2 is extremely boring. I've never seen the original La Totale that True Lies was based off of. Never saw that one. I'll be honest, I didn't even realize it was based off of it. But where can I get the copy of True Lies you have? All the bootleg Blu-ray. He doesn't really do stuff anymore. Well, okay, to be fair, he does, but the thing is that there's one guy I recommended to go to him, but then he never got his stuff. He got his money back. It's just sadly the guy, he'll make a really good Blu-ray unofficially, but he's not good at following up on getting it sent out to people, so that's why I don't really say anything about him anymore. Because if you don't do that, then nah, you can't be doing that shit. He's not doing it out of spite either. It's just, you know, have you seen Saw X? Saw X isn't out yet. So how am I going to see the film if it's not out yet? Favorite Matthew Broderick performance? Probably Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Kevin Villa or Kevin V? I mean, anyway, it's fine. Kevin. Rachel, I don't know who Rachel Ziegler is. Well, thank you, Bobby. I appreciate it, man. I know you don't know Deadzilla, but what's your thoughts on guys like him when they start off a good guy, great to hang out with, and afterwards he went downhill once became. Wait, is this a YouTuber, Deadzilla? So he's a pedo. Well, he needs to burn in hell. Then he needs to get a shotgun to the face. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, I'm not going to mince words. Anyone who's into that deserves some nice swift justice, some way, shape, or form. I mean, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but what, I'm supposed to praise someone who's into that? Sorry, I'm not Disney. I'm not the Oscars that want to praise, who was the director? Roman Polanski. Roman Polanski, yay! What did he do to a little kid? Oh, but he made Rosemary's Baby. I don't give a fuck. He probably tried to fuck the baby. Fuck Roman Polanski. Oh, Mark Henry now is in here. The strongest man in the world. Blu-rays need to be 16 by 9 at minimum. Um, I guess. I mean, here's the thing though. What about if it was a TV show? Oops, sorry. Deadzilla at a school. Deadzilla's a teacher? I don't know anything about this. See. So here's the thing with that. What if it's a show that was only in 4:3 because it was a TV show, but then they put it to Blu-ray? How are you going to try to squeeze it into 16 by 9 even though it's 4:3? Yeah, I take that into consideration. You need to shave. Uh, why? Do you want to go out on a date with me? I need to shave. I don't know. Maybe come and shave my ass. I don't know what to tell you. You need to shave. How about I grow a ZZ top just to fool you? I know Saw X is not in space, although it would at least be more interesting. Remember when PS3 was going to have a Blu-ray player, which it did, and then the Xbox people got really defensive, and since the Blu-ray was useless, well, they sure worried about the red ring of death instead of whether it played Blu-rays or not. Sly and Arnold, if they did a Grumpy Old Men, I mean, I don't know. I honestly wouldn't want to see it. I don't know why grown ass men care what I look like with a beard or not. It's very weird. Like, unless he'll say, "Why don't you shave your balls?" I'm sorry if you think I'm being a prick, but you gotta say that's a weird question. It's a weird question to ask another guy. Why don't you shave? Why don't you shave? Why do you care? Why you care whether I shave or not? How do you make a Blu-ray unofficially? Same way with like DVD. You put in a computer. You did a DVD-R. The people do it also with Blu-rays. Xbox backed the HD DVD, yeah, and they backed the wrong horse because HD DVD lasted like 10 minutes. I remember HD DVD. I never bought one, but I think people just thought it was just regular DVD, even though it wasn't. And Blu-ray, because there's a different name, just easier to sell them on it. Would you bang Ridley? Who? Ridley Scott? Not my cup of tea. Game Journey? I don't know what that is. Oh, the PS3 Game Journey? Never heard of Journey. The band I've heard of, but never heard of the Game Journey. Favorite Van Damme movie poster apart from Hard Target? Time Cop. I like that poster. I'm a grown ass woman. I don't give a if you shave or not. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'll choose Dean Kane. Who's her? Premiere. I'm fine that it didn't happen. Aliens is a great movie as it is. No, I never owned Betamax. The Charge at Feather River. Never heard of it. No problem, General. Thank you for the request. Ultra Manacro. I don't know what that is, Johnny. I never had a Sega 32X. Civil Wings in the chat. He's played every 32X game on the actual hardware. Check out his channel. He's played every game and beaten every game. Uh, Legitly. The band Disturbed. I like the band Disturbed. I don't mind them as a band. Don't mind them at all. Yeah, still got Contact Guinness. Yeah. See how it goes. Spunbles 4 probably will suck. Have you Taiki Watiti Star Wars movies? I don't give a rat's ass about Star Wars. Hey there, Aragorn. Hope you're doing well. Marco, you can do anything you want. You're a free country. The Bane Creed, I like the Bane Creed. Slipknot couldn't at the end of them. Best montage ever? I mean, Rocky 4. But yeah, I haven't seen Expendables 4. Oh, no problem, Aragorn. Thank you for the kindness. I appreciate it. The origin of the Jedi. I just don't care about Star Wars movies anymore. That's a question to ask the chat. Does anyone care about a new Star Wars movie? Yes or no? Salty, how you doing? I've seen you on here before. It's been a long time. How's it going in Germany? If I learned how to talk. I like the band Creed. I never hated them. So the answers are, why are people so obsessed with their grooming habits tonight? I don't know. Rich, I don't know. I guess it's just this. Maybe they think I'm going to be the new Brawny man. I'm going to sell a bunch of paper towels. Hey, Brawny, if you need a new Brawny man, let me know. I'll pay me and I'll sell some paper towels for you. Wipe my ass with them. On camera, just give me $1 million. That's what it's there for. Well, it's time for a change of pace. Brawny toilet paper. There you go. You got the brawny paper towel. Now let me sell the brawny toilet paper. Fuck those fucking bears that just cartoon bears that, the weird ones where the kids like, look how I can wipe my ass. For those who remember those commercials, like it's like bears, but it's like a little boy bear is like, wow, I can wipe my ass. I'm like, this is a bit fucking weird. I don't care if a kid, I don't want to hear a kid, whether a bear or not, knowing he can wipe his ass. If I need someone to tell me to wipe his ass, let it be a grown ass bear or man bear, whatever, not a fucking kid bear. Those creepy ass commercials. Thank you, the teen. I appreciate it. A lot of people said no to that question about Star Wars. No, most people don't care about another Star Wars movie. Crouching Tiger, Dragon, not my cup of tea. I felt I would rather just watch Hard Boiled or Bullet in the Head or Once a Thief. Spain has True Lies on Blu-ray. It should be in the US though. Have you played Rygar for like 5 minutes? How do I have a red flannel shirt? Otherwise, I would wear it. When want the Disney sucks buying 20th Century Fox, renaming it 20th Century Studios. Yeah. Yeah, Charmin was the one that made those weird commercials. Yeah, Salty Dagger. I'm doing okay. Those cartoon bears. Yep, you guys know the cartoons. Yeah, I don't have a bear. What about the original Aliens? The classic. Those bears made me miss Mr. Whipple. There you go. Crouching Gut, Hidden Fat Ass. That's Steven Seagal's next movie. That Rambo game on the Master System, you had to fight the same kind of guy on Atari Warriors at the end. I've never played Atari Warriors, so I wouldn't know that, but interesting. Really. I don't drink any alcohol, Edel. No, I've never have ever seen someone wrestle a bear. Yeah, Steven Seagal in that dream scene and uh, on Deadly Ground. Terminator, would I play Alien Isolation again? Only if it was a request. Like you said, I played it twice before. I played it once on the channel. I don't really need to play it again. I mean, if it was a request, sure, but other than that, probably not. No, I don't drink coffee. I have reviewed Dragon Slayer on the channel. Yep, AVGM played a Card Wars, so did Mike Matei. I think he used the AB trick though. There was a Steven Seagal video game, but it was never finished for Super Nintendo. The ROM got released out there, but again, it's an unfinished game. But you can find it online. I forget what it was called. The Final Option, I think that's what it's called. It was called The Final Option. Something like that. Oliver, it depends what movie you were thinking of. Like if I can find the movie, things of that nature. Because if I can't find the film, then there'd be no point. I don't have the DLC content. I don't have the DLC stuff, and I think that costs money. Patrick's watching The Expendables 4. I already knew the film would suck, so the stuff you're saying, I'm not surprised. Yeah, they were making a Dirty Harry game, but it got canceled. There was also going to be a Taxi Driver game, and there's a lot of those games that got unfinished, like Star Trek 5 for Nintendo back in the day, and then they didn't finish that game. Yeah, it was Star Trek 5 for NES. There's a lot of unfinished games out there. The DLC was $10. A playthrough of the final option. I don't even know that. I don't think that's on the. It's not finished. So how could you play if it's not a finished game? There were Highlander games. There was one for what system was it? James and Mike played it on James and Mike Mondays. I forget what system it was for. It was on one. I forget what system it was, but there was a Highlander game that did get released. The first Alien is a classic. Of course, it's a classic. Atari Jaguar CD. Okay, Aragorn knows. Atari Jaguar CD. Well, there you go. Do you like Star Trek 5? I don't hate it like other people do. Jaguar CD. Highlander game. Cool. Yeah, I don't know much about the Jaguar CT. I mean, I know of the Atari Jaguar, but not so much the CD portion of it. Favorite animal in Jumanji? I don't have one. The Ninja Turtle live action series? I know nothing about live action series. What I heard is they're going to do a series cartoon from the new movie, based on the new movie where they're in high school. Dark Knight Rises is still worse, Jackie. Jar Jar is the Thing or Predator. I mean, I like all three, Samuel. I don't know what to choose. There's a Highlander game on PS3, but it got canceled. Okay, didn't know about that. There you go. Why would I look forward to a new Ninja Turtle cartoon? I don't even have the Jaguar CD. Expensive now. I'm sure it is. Let's look. Jaguar CD. They probably don't even know what the hell I'm typing on eBay. They're like, "What the hell is that?" Hey Nick B, hope you're doing well, man. They're just showing the games. They're just showing the games. They don't want to show the $1,299 or best offer. Yeah, you do the best offer or $1,299. Pre-owned, by the way, pre-owned. So it's only $1,300. Just a guy wanting attention. There you go. You got your attention. Congrats, man. Whoop-de-doo. Yeah, Sega Saturn seems like a cool thing. Never had it though. Uh, I mean, Die Hard Arcade is a classic. I have that on the PlayStation 3. I do have it on PS3. Last sold loose system was $550. Well, there you go. Well, there was a Rambo game on PS3. I used to have it, but it was so bad I sold it. Where's Freddy Krueger one-liner? Probably something from Elm Street 5. Well, the remake, okay, the remake. Anything in the remake. Apple Vision Pro, no. My favorite system is probably the PlayStation 2. The worst comic book film you've ever seen? I have no idea. There's a lot to get in. I mean, there's a lot to choose from. It's hard to pick the worst. It's hard to pick the worst. I guess recently films I've seen, I did see Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. I didn't hate the film. I'd go into my review, but I wasn't a big fan of it either. I didn't hate the film. The last 30 minutes, I didn't mind some of the bits there. It has some good scenes, but overall, that was another disappointing movie in this shitty year of movies. But I didn't love it. I didn't hate it. It's the best of the Phase 4 Marvel, but I thought it was still pretty lame, and the first hour I thought really sucked. So, Michael Jai White, Ray Leonard, just because of Blood and Bone and Black Dynamite. I do these a better actor too compared to Billy Blanks, but I don't mind Billy Blanks. Most overrated video game console? I don't know. I don't know what would be labeled as overrated. Who's Botsty? I don't know who Botsty is. 1980s Betamax. My favorite video game I ever played? I'll go back between Resident Evil 4 and Silent Hill 2. But I love Cold Fear, I love Dead Space 2, I love Doom 3, I love uh, Metal Gear Solid for PS1. I love I love Disaster Report, love Die Hard Arcade. So it just depends. Uh I'll choose Oreos. DJ, I'll probably choose Elm Street 1. Bubsy games I never played. Opinionated Junkie, I didn't like Infinity War, so yeah, Bon Appetit, that was from Elm Street 5. That wasn't really a good line. Bon Appetit, bitch. Favorite Donnie Yen films, Ip Man 1 and 2. Never played Blood Rain. Never played Assassin's Creed. Hey, The Shadow, how you doing? Bootsy? No, he's. Oh, you mean from Andrew Video Game Nerd? No, him and Mike Matei, I think, got in a bit of a fight. I forget what it was about. Pay or something like that. The way they word is kind of like it was more Mike Matei's fault, but I don't know all the details. But yeah, Bootsy's still around. It's just uh I don't know the whole deal behind that. I don't know. I'm not their manager. No, I don't like the Hatchet movies. I've never played Dino Crisis. I know of them. I've seen playthroughs of it. Silent Rob, yeah, I remember Silent Rob. I remember way back when he first started, he did a review of Action 52 for NES, and then I think once a Blue Moon, now he just does a live stream. But back in the day, he was doing reviews way back when you had Army 21, the Angry Nintendo Nerd, Urinating Tree. You had all these guys, Spoonie One, all these people coming out to do reviews, video game stuff. And most of them pretty much died out, except really James Rolfe is the only one around. So there you go. Marcus, AT Army 21, passed away. Spoonie went nuts and he just disappeared. Silent Rob, every once in a blue moon, he'll just do a live stream. Uh, the other people, I don't know where they're at. But there were a lot of people back in the day, around the 2007 era. I'm not a big Angry Joe fan. I don't really put Angry Joe in that realm. Like I didn't grow up with that guy. That's not who I'm. This is before Angry. This is before. This is other people. Angry Joe. I never really got into him. Especially his movie reviews. Just not my. We just very different opinions. Did an Angry Joe go woke too? Did he? I don't know for certain. So your guess would be better than my guess. Fair Irate Gamer review. I was there. I was not an Irate Gamer fan, especially like the he did one. What was it? Super Mario Brothers 2. One of the worst reviews I've seen. Number one, Super Mario Brothers 2 is a good game. Number two, most of his points were stupid. And number three, he purposely copied James Rolfe because he knew that was a way to get into the YouTube scheme for a bit. And he was successful for a bit. And then he started doing like what paranormal activity type of investigations, and I don't know what happened to him after that. Did Tracy for NES? Not for James's video, because James reviewed Dick Tracy by himself. What, you saying Irate Gamer did a review of Dick Tracy? Do you mean crossover as in he stole the footage? I didn't see that video. Dr. Shado? Nah, I don't know who that is. Angry Grandpa? Don't know. Dino Riders? I've only seen the commercials from back of the day. Chasers? The Game Chasers? Not familiar with them. Wings of Redemption I never watched. I've just heard people reference him. Mario Radium, yeah, Mario Radium's good guy. Probably like some people just went away from YouTube, just enjoying his life. That happens. Wish them the best. Family Sharer, no, but it sounds like a bunch of incest happening. Way better than I did on the Central Park Sable Base. It took me 5 tries a lot. I mean that stuff was fun, except the one time I think it glitched on me. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. Like I said, I really did like that game. Aragorn, I have Castlevania Symphony of the Night. It's on the PlayStation emulator I have. It was a PlayStation 1 game, right? I have that PS1 emulator. I'll just show it. Like I have it. It has over 100 PlayStation 1 games. I just play them on there and it works good so far. I mean, it's emulation, yes, but it works good so far. So EC Dices, don't know what that is. Yeah, I got this works well. This right here. This has over 100 PlayStation 1 games on it. Well, I should say this does. And it's a fun way to play it, and so far so good. There'll always be problems, I'm sure, but so far so good. So yeah, just get this untangled. I don't have the money to get the actual hardware, so I just good enough for me. So yeah, you just plug this in, and then this you put into. You have this, which is some flashcards. So they're there. 256 gigabyte PS1 Classic Master. So this part is connected to the plug-in, and that's connected to the flash drive. And the other part goes into here, around the back of there. Just fits into there. Then this is the plug into the HDMI cable, I should say. This is the HDMI cable to the TV. You hit this, and pretty much you hit this to start. This, if the game is multiple disc, when it wants you to change the disc, you hit this, and it goes to the second disc. So like Metal Gear Solid, Final Fantasy VII, if there's a second disc, it goes to it there. And this is to get out of the game to get to the menu. So turn on, turn off, go to the main menu to pick another game, go to disc 2 or disc 3 or so. But yeah, it is on this Symphony of the Night and a bunch of other stuff. And so far it's worked well. So far. So it's a PS1 Mini. Got on the Etsy, ETSY. Thank you, Aragorn. I appreciate that. Thank you. I got it from this, but I don't know if I should show this because if they screw you over, then it'll be my fault. So thank you for your purchase. Find us online, retrovideoplus.com. This has their phone. It's a card that has their phone number and their email. Do you want me to show it? Here's the thing: you never know, because it worked out well for me, but you could always get screwed over, and I don't want it to be my fault. So, if people want me to show this, I can. But if you get screwed over, it's not my fault. It's like eBay. Anytime you shop on eBay, you're taking a chance with your wallet and your life. So. Macari, I never shop on Macari, so I don't know that. Never shopped at Macari. Coronado, I don't know what that is. Worst voice actor, I don't know. Would you rather be in Resident Evil or Silent Hill? I don't know. Guess Resident Evil. More guns. Well, if 5 people say yes, I'll show it. No, it's not. It's small and there's no disc in it. It's got like flash drives and stuff in it. It's an emulation. It's just like any other emulation machine. You need a replacement Xbox 360. Xbox 360 should you buy from Amazon or eBay? I don't know what to tell you. You have you gotta take your chances on either ones. The Contra remaster, nah, I didn't know that was even a thing coming out. Yeah. What if you're in Silent Hill then? Well, you just told me you have it. You just gave me a choice. I chose Resident Evil. I'll be honest, I don't remember how much I paid for this. It's been so long. I don't think I have a receipt in here. I don't remember. It's been so long. Well, actually, there's a website on here. I'll just go to the website. Oh, I misspelled the website. That doesn't help. Christ. I misspelled it again. Okay. I want to make sure I can find the thing. Let's see. Sorry, just looking. Okay, this doesn't look like the place. This looks like a different place. Nope, this is not the same place. Oh, I keep misspelling the damn thing. That's why. Oh, I can't find the fucking thing now. Better for good measure. So anyway, let's go back to the chat. The worst and hardest you had on eBay? Been okay so far. Don't really have much stories to tell you, so sorry about that. Home Hardway, never heard of it. Worst WCW Authority figure? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't mind Karate Kid 3. 4 sucked though. I'm still looking. Look at this. Sorry, I'm just looking through this. Sorry, I apologize. Be with you one sec. Yeah, this is all about just selling stuff. I saw a Facebook one. Oh, whatever. It's been so long. It's probably gone now. So fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck it. Probably long gone now anyway. No, this doesn't have PS2 on it. I mean, if you go on Etsy, ETSY, it's like eBay. Just type in PS1 modded or PS2 modded. You'd always find stuff on there. But just like everything else, you don't be taking your chances just like eBay. But again, just go on Etsy, ETSY.com. Just go on there, and if you really want to do that, just type in PS1 modded. or PS2 modded. And there's a lot of stuff. There's stuff you can find on there where people mod systems and they have like flash drives on it. But like everything else, you don't have to take your chances on it. Never played Dead or Alive games. Interracial relationships? Who cares? Johnny, why do you care? Don't give a shit. See that? You hear that cat? That cat didn't care either. He didn't care again. Yeah, just go on Etsy, ETSY. There's PS3 modded that has a bunch of PS3 stuff. I mean, some of them probably don't be 200 or 300, so it's still don't be cheaper than the PS5. But if you talk, you get asked questions to people, ask them what you want, what's all on it, stuff like that, and usually they'll, because they want business with you, they'll answer you back. So, Knight Rider, the series, I've only seen like 1 or 2 episodes, not enough to form an opinion. Favorite Back to the Future, the first one. Didn't watch the cartoon. Favorite Queen song, Flash Gordon. Silent Hill 2 is $100 on eBay. Yep, it is, and I got it here. For a whopping 10 smackaroos. There you go. So this is why you have to buy games as soon as you can, because they will always go up. They will always go up. If you think of buying a game, buy it now, because they will always go up. Like if I didn't buy that for $10, it'd be $100. 3D pinball Space Cadet game, never played it. Aliens Fireteam Elite, never played it, but cool. You can mod the NES Mini. Cool. I would not know how to do it, and I don't have an NES Mini, so I just have this thing, which is what I used to play Nintendo games. This is what I use, the Raspberry Pi. This is number 3. And it's just this. So pretty much you take any cord like you would with your cell phone, you plug it into there. Well, it has to be a specific one. It has to be a one to fit this curve. So it has to be a certain one. I forget which cord that is. So this one for my phone would not fit. But I have another one there, so I forget which cable that is. And then there'd probably be a USB. So you get you one of these. So you plug it in. You get the one that fits that. Plug it into this. Then this is your HDMI cable. These are your control, where you put the controller. More than likely when you buy these, you'll probably... Actually, like I have a USB controller there, and it works perfectly fine, so pretty much anything. And there you go. Nintendo Arcade, Genesis, Super Nintendo. Has Sega CD games, has Sega 32X games on there. Has all the 32X games. It has all the Sega CD games. Do I play ping pong? No. I don't know what the best or worst movies of the year. I'll wait for the end of the year. I mean, if I have to pick, I guess is Stretching 2. Stream 3 on 4K? No, I have the film on Blu-ray. I'm fine with it. I don't need a 4K of every damn movie coming out. Austin Woodcut, hello there. Hope you're doing well. How's it going? Have I ever seen Three Ninjas? Yeah, I've seen Three Ninjas. Didn't mind it. Fair Portrayal, Bruce Banner. Bill Bixby did do a good job on the show. Patrick's really hating Expendables 4. Like every comment is about Expendables 4. He's really, really hating the film. Did I have a VHS camera? Yeah, for a little bit back in the day. Preston Lyons, so you paid. So wait, he said it's $99, but you paid $48? Oh yeah. Project 3 I hate. I got confused. Yeah, 3 I hate and 4 I don't mind. Sorry, Nippy. Yeah, I got confused. It's late. It's like, well, it's not even 10 p.m., so it's not that late. Yeah, that's what I meant. 3 I hate, 4 I don't mind. So yes, Karate Kid Part 3 I hate. The next Karate Kid, I got confused. I don't know why. For some reason I thought one was one and one was the other. So yes, Karate Kid Part 3 I fucking think is a piece of shit. The next Karate Kid 4 I don't mind, so sorry, I got switched around there. You can't be asking me about Karate Kid Part 3 and think I'm going to be in a right state of mind. This is such a piece of shit film. This don't make anybody crazy. You can't be asking me Karate Kid Part 3 questions. Because I'm going to go fucking insane. And my mind is going to take a walk off a pier. So, again, Karate Kid Part 3 is awful. Karate Kid Part 4 is way better. It's way better than Part 3. Karate Kid Part 3 has no redeemable values. Karate Kid Part 4 is much better. Much better than Part 3. Part 3 is a piece of shit. So thank you, Nippy, for reminding me of that. But that's what I meant to say. So Nippy is right. It's really called The Next Karate Kid. Yeah, I know what it's called, but I'm just calling it Part 4. Karate Kid 3 is disappointing, but not bad. Yes, it is bad. Everything is bad about it. Has shitty story, shitty fights, is a terrible sequel, no character development, makes Daniel LaRusso a complete utter pussy. No, okay, let's go into Karate Kid Part 3. Hilary Swank is terrible in the movie? No, she's better than Ralph Macchio in Part 3. Let's go into Karate Kid Part 3 since you want to bring it up. Terry Silver's not awesome. He's over the top and shitty. Thomasine Griffith cannot act in that movie. It has no story. Has no progression of a story. It backtracks everything from Part 2. It completely erases the love story of Part 2. It goes into a shitty non-love story where it's a non-love story because the guy was 30 years old and fucking the girl was like 17. Terry Silver was not cool in the movie. Come on, guys. Maybe you didn't confuse whatever he is in Cobra Kai, but he's not cool. He's over the top and stupid and silly and goof true. He's a goofy motherfucker in the movie. He's horrible. He's absolutely fucking terrible. He's shit. Part 2 erases love story Part 1. Well, Part 2 is actually a better love story. That's the thing. It replaces it with a better love story. What did Part 3 replace it with? Nothing. A non-love story. Them fucking around with a goddamn plant. A bonsai tree. Where there's no love story. One replaces a love story with a better love story. This replaces it with nothing but shit. And then the great finale where he goes to a tournament once again, like the first movie, only he doesn't have to fight anybody. For some reason, he could get to the front of the line. I've never seen a fucking tournament like that. They gets his ass kicked like a pussy 85 fucking times. He gets hit. Then he's, nope, I take the point back. I hit you. I take the point back. I hit you. I take the point back. How is that a good fucking finale? He's such a pussy Why the fuck did, after 2 films, he's like, fuck you, Mr. Miyagi, you piece of shit? Sounds like fucking Luke Skywalker nowadays. No, Mr. Miyagi, you piece of shit. I don't need to listen to you. What you have to fucking say now, old fuck? Daniel's an asshole. It's a character assassination on Daniel. Rob Macho even said it sucked. So yeah, Rob Macho even says the movie sucks ass, dude. And he's right. I agree with Rob Macho. He said the film fucking sucked ass. He said that in interviews. And I agree with him because I agree with the Macho. Like you said, you can't beat the Rob Macho. He said the film sucks. Miyagi won't train him. Why does he need more training? He had a fucking fight to the death at the end of the second fucking movie. What more does he have to prove? He fought to the death in the second movie, and now he's a fucking pansy ass pussy in the third movie. Does that make any fucking sense? If Terry Silver's the best part 3, that shows how much the film sucks. Again, if Terry Silver's the best part 3, that shows you how much that movie fucking sucks balls. Oh, hey, Sir William of Dead Pit, how you doing, man? Karate Kid Part 3 sucks ass. Rob Macho even says it sucks ass. You get to a fucking ending where the second film he fought to the death. He beat the shit out of the guy in a badass way. Now he's a pansy-ass pussy that can't do anything. He's back to being worse than he was in the first film. You want to call that development of a character? I call that being a pussy. It does suck. There's nothing watchable about it. Is the ending really that watchable? Oh, I hit you because you're a bitch. And then I take the point back. Then I hit you because you're a bitch. But I take the point back. That bad guy could have won 85 times and he didn't because Daniel was a big ass bitch in it. Do you have rage issues? No, I have issues about Karate Kid Part 3 being a piece of shit movie. I have issues with Karate Kid Part 3 being a piece of shit. And it's a terrible piece of shit. Great Storm Part 3, what score? You want to hear a good score? Just watch the first 2 movies. Oh, and then what's that move he does? The fucking calisthenics thing? Where he's sitting there for like a full minute and the bad guy's just watching him. He wins by one goddamn punch. He hits the guy one time and he wins. That's such a great finale. I beat the guy because I hit him one goddamn time. Give me a fucking break. Yeah, he does the YMCA move. Like doing the fucking karate robot. Because, people just don't sit there and watch the shit. At least the crane kick was a bit faster. And it's like they tried to make another crane kick and they failed. And the move in the second film was actually effective and worth the shit. This is just, he beats the guy one goddamn punch. Give me a fucking break, dude. A love story that goes nowhere because she was 17 and he was 30. A villain that was incredibly insipid, over the top, campy, goofy as fuck. Miyagi being almost pointless in the film. Daniel being a bitch maid who forgot everything he was trained from the first 2 movies. You went from fighting to the death to now he's back to square one. That makes a lot of goddamn sense. Karate Part 3 is a piece of shit. I miss your super chat. What super chat was that? Oh, sorry about that. Sorry about that. A good Townsend Griffith movie? Excessive Force. That's a good movie. Thoughts on gaming ROMs? I have no issues with them. Now, if you're using save states, it doesn't mean you legitimately beat the game. Like, I played Gremlins 2. Did I beat the game? No. I finished it for fun, but I didn't beat it because I used save states. But if people enjoy them and like them, that's fine. So I have no issues with people using gaming ROMs. No issues with it at all. What's my favorite chore? They're chores. Why would you enjoy a chore? Haven't you ever liked a film that the actor director didn't like? Yeah, plenty. Nobody, everybody involved with The Last Boy Scout hates the film, but I love The Last Boy Scout. Tony Scott hates the film. They all hate The Last Boy Scout, but I love The Last Boy Scout because everybody hated working with each other on the movie. John Cusack hates Con Air, but I fucking love Con Air. So yeah, there's tons of stuff. So there's tons of examples. Trying to think. Emilio Estevez does not like Judgment Night. I love Judgment Night. I think it's a damn good thriller. Cobra is objectively a bad film. No, it's not. No, it's not. No idea what you're talking about. Maybe you're just saying that to get a rise out of people, but no, it's not. Especially when you say objectively bad. Maybe in your opinion. I'm not into Raging Bull. I prefer Rocky. Do you take your cap off? Why? Actually, no, I can't. I can't because if I do it, you ever seen Frank Henenlotter movies? You ever seen Brain Damage? See, if I take my cap off, then a whole beam of light will come out because technically Elmer's behind me, giving me a lot of dosage. This is why I do my reviews the way I do. Because every time I do a review, Elmer is in the back injecting me with a lot of the good shit. And so that's why I get so hyper in my reviews. So he's back there sleeping right now. He's going to give me another juicer after this. But if I take the cap off, I can't because, again, the beam of light that will come out of my head will blind every viewer watching this right now. So, no, I can't do that. So, Cobra would not be a cop without a uniform. What the hell does that even mean? So is Dirty Harry not a cop? I guess you don't like Dirty Harry movies then. Like that. So I guess you don't like Dirty Harry movies. Okay. Weird. Just weird. Part three was trash. Which part three? I don't watch any of Cool films, trailers if I don't have to. He's Inspector. Lethal Weapon. Lethal Weapon 2. Lethal Weapon 3. Beverly Hills Cop. There's Cop in the title. So I guess you don't like Beverly Hills Cop? Guess you don't like Axel Foley? Guess you don't like Axel Foley. Guess you don't like Beverly Hills Cop. Unless you think that's his uniform. Well, I'm sorry. Well, I like this. If you take your cap off, lay one disintegrate like the Nazis did. Might. That might be. That might be the case, yes. That might exactly what will happen. In fact, I'll put that answer too. That would exactly what will happen. Okay, opinionated junkie, Lethal Weapon. Were they undercover in Lethal Weapon as well? Yeah, Lethal Weapon 3, that's true. Where they were back down. There you go. Yep. A little bit Lethal Weapon 3, but Lethal Weapon 1 and 2, they weren't. You got me. Well, there you go. I just think that's so. I mean, if that's your reason why you think, so you think Cobra's an objectively bad film because he doesn't wear a cop uniform? Hey, to each their own, man. I don't get it, but oh well. I'm not into the YouTuber Cool Duder. Karate 3 is trash. Yeah, a lot of people say Karate 3 is trash. I agree, and I agree with Ralph Macchio. Did the Dirty Harry Blu-rays look good? I thought they did, but I mean, it's been a while since I watched them. Hey, Boomstick Critique. Hope you're doing well. Rio Teampin, hey there, how you doing? I don't know if he's seen you on here, but how you doing, man? Are you going after the Punisher or Daredevil this time? Daniel looked like a fat ass in Karate 3. I don't know if I would say that, but what movie one is cool? Uh, I don't know. He's never invited me on a stream. No, he's never invited me on a stream, so I don't know. Both of them, okay. Well, I mean, what the fuck do you call 125 murders in 5 years? Work in progress. I'll be on for another 10 minutes or so. So I try to keep these streams like 2 hours or so. It's a good running time. Eisenborg, don't know what that is. Michael Keane, he works like 50 hours a week, so nah, he's not gonna be doing a stream anytime soon. You don't find a beard to be itchy. Why is everybody fascinated about the beard? It's like people are fascinated about my beard or my cap. I don't know what it is. It's just I wish it was like all women that were like in the chat just fascinated with my beard and cap. Then, you know, that'd be a party. But it's like a bunch of like 40-year-old guys just your beard and your cap. Of course, it's all guys. It's only guys worried about my looks. Why can't it just be like a bunch of like 40-year-old lonely women? Goddamn. Shit. Even the cats like, complain about it. He's looking for the women too. You're a giner? I don't know what a giner is. Where's the soul? I don't know. Is the question true, false, or multiple choice? You take your pick. So I guess multiple choice. You're a ginger, cool, and is that a bad thing? I mean, I appreciate the super chat's opinionated junkie, but it's just some weird questions. That's all. Just some weird questions. You're a ginger, okay? Is that a bad thing? Hey, Real View. Last Blood or Good Day Die Hard? Neither. I would like to watch neither. It's a joke. So saying someone's a ginger is a joke? Okay, sorry, I lost the translation of the joke, but that's cool. Teach their own, man. You're a ginger. I didn't get the punchline, so that's cool, man. You're Lahoo's or her, you're a funny guy. Why did I make it sound? For some reason, I heard that as commando. You're a funny guy, Matt. That's why I'm gonna call you. Go kill you last. Do you do any type of workouts? No. Alex, you saw my message. No, I didn't see your message. I've been annoyed with Tim Smith for a long time, but I wish him the best with his mental health recovery. His mental health recovery. Is that from making Clerks 3? Because if I make Clerks 3, I'll probably be in a mental health facility either for how shitty it is. I don't mind the ending of Surviving the Game. I like the movie. That didn't bother me. Didn't bother me at all. Okay, Aragorn, I'll check that out. Thank you so much, man. Yeah, that cat is, he definitely, at least complained that I keep mentioning Clerks 3. Yeah, Stallone said he's done with Rambo. Should have been done Rambo after 2008. Because Rambo 4 to me is the last good one. Favorite 3-hour movie, favorite 4-hour movie. I don't know, man. I don't know. Have to think about it. But I'll end it here. Like I said, I was going to be on for a little bit. 2 hours, 11 minutes is pretty good. So we talked about my beard. We talked about my cap. We talked about Cry2 Part 3 and whatever else in between. So it's just another Wednesday night. What could I say? Take care, everybody. See ya. Have a good night. And see you on the flip side. Later.